Have you ever wondered why some people remain calm when everything around them is falling apart? Why do certain individuals face betrayal, poverty, failure, even death, and still walk forward with peace in their eyes? The answer lies in a 2,000-year-old philosophy, a way of life practiced by emperors, slaves, poets, and warriors. That philosophy is Stoicism. This video is your ultimate guide to mastering yourself through the Stoic lens. If you've ever struggled with overthinking, emotional chaos, or the desire to take control of your life, this is for you. Stay with me until the end, and I'll not only show you how the Stoics thought, but how they lived, and how you can live that way too. Let's begin. What is Stoicism, really? Stoicism isn't about becoming cold. It's not about shutting off your feelings or pretending you don't care. At its core, Stoicism is the art of living, not by the world's rules, but by your own inner discipline. The Stoics divided life into two categories: things you can control and things you can't. Your thoughts, your actions, your judgments, these are in your control. Everything else, what others think of you, the weather, your health, the economy, that's not. As Epictetus said, we are not disturbed by things, but by the views we take of them. A Stoic doesn't suppress emotions. They examine them. They ask, what is this emotion trying to teach me? And then they decide, will I act on it, or will I rise above it? The origins. Stoicism was born in ancient Greece, in the chaotic marketplace of Athens. It was founded by Zeno of Citium, a shipwrecked merchant who lost everything. But in losing the world, he discovered something deeper. He began teaching under a painted porch, or stoa poikol. Hence, Stoicism. His students would include Cleanthes, Chrysippus, and later the Romans, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Each one lived a different life: a slave, a senator, an emperor, but they all shared one pursuit: virtue. Too. The Stoics, virtue wasn't just an ideal, it was the only good. Core virtues. The Stoics taught 4 cardinal virtues. 1. Wisdom, the ability to navigate complex situations calmly and logically. 2. Courage, not just physical bravery, but moral and emotional strength. 3. Justice, treating others fairly, doing the right thing, even when it's hard. 4. Temperance, self-control, moderation, knowing when enough is enough. Seneca once said, "No man is free who is a slave to his passions." The Stoics believe that by living in alignment with these virtues, you become unshakable, not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. How Marcus Aurelius ruled himself. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, ruled during one of the most turbulent periods in history. Plagues, invasions, betrayal. Yet, every night, he wrote in his private journal, not about ruling others, but about ruling himself. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He reminded himself to be humble, to expect ungrateful people, and to face death without fear. In one entry, he wrote, "Soon you will be dead. Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others." His greatest achievement wasn't Rome, it was the empire within his own mind, and he left us a roadmap. Meditations, a book not meant to be read, but lived. Epictetus, the slave who taught emperors. Born into slavery, Epictetus had every reason to complain. But instead, he trained his mind. He believed that true freedom comes not from changing the world, but from changing how you see it. He taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. He trained his students not to desire less pain, but to become stronger than their pain. To Epictetus, every obstacle was a test, a way to prove to yourself who you really are. He didn't believe in fate as something to fear. He believed in amor fati, love of fate. What happens, happens. Your response is where your power lies. Seneca on time, anger, and inner wealth. Seneca was a wealthy Roman statesman, but he never worshipped wealth. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." To him, time was life's most valuable currency. He advised, wake early, waste no time. On gossip or envy, practice gratitude every day. On anger, he wrote, anger is like a fire. You can't control it once it's out. He urged us to pause before reacting, to never allow someone else's bad behavior to rob us of our peace. And most importantly, Seneca reminded us, riches are nothing without tranquility. How to apply Stoicism today? You don't need to be a Roman emperor to live like a Stoic. Start with these simple daily practices. 1. Morning reflection. Ask yourself, what will I face today? How will I respond? 2. Control audit. Identify what you're stressing about. Label what's in your control and let go of the rest. 3. Voluntary discomfort. Choose a small challenge daily. A cold shower, a digital detox, a fast. 4. Evening journaling. What did you learn today? Where did you react poorly? How can you improve tomorrow? These habits, done consistently, change everything. They build the core of who you are. A Stoic doesn't live perfectly. They live deliberately. They don't avoid life's storms. They walk through them with clarity. In the end, Stoicism is about one thing: becoming the kind of person who can't be shaken, not because you're heartless, but because you've done the inner work. The Stoics faced war, slavery, exile, death, and found peace, not because life got easier, but because they got stronger. So if you're tired of being ruled by your emotions, tired of feeling out of control, start with this one truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. And if this resonated with you, don't let it stop here. Subscribe for more ancient wisdom made modern. Share this with someone who needs it. And remember, every moment is a chance to practice. This is the Stoic way, and it's your way now.